Aries, sign that's playing for you is right here. So with that being said, you could be aware that, you know what, it's been right here the whole time. You don't need to look nowhere else but here. You are now enlightened that this, them, their, him, or her is the reason why you may feel like you're in an unfair predicament or an unbalanced or unjust situation. You feel me? You feel like you got the shorter end of the stick in some way, shape, or form. Now you trying to figure out where or what caused you to be in the position you are in, and you may need to come to terms that it's here. It all started, ground zero is here. You made a decision that brought a death to something. Or you just let somebody kill a mindset or mentality for you. Now the first card to fall out, oh no, it's a couple of them. Yeah, so you might have made a bad judgment call. These two came out in reverse. Two of Wands in the judgment in reverse. You went in a direction. I don't know if you should have. It's been right here the whole time. You trying to figure out what is it that it's like someone was throwing rocks and hiding hands. So you was trying to figure out what the fuck you've been doing wrong and what you had to separate or what you had to end from. End. What feeling, what emotional connection, emotional tie you were celebrating that was an issue, that was causing an issue for what you wanted to do, for the direction you wanted to go. You was trying to find what was holding you back, basically. The limiter, so to speak. Whether it was a person or a mentality you had, an idea, a belief system, a religion you practice day to day. It doesn't have to actually be a religion, but it could be something in your routine that you practice religiously. You feel me? Oh shit, right here ain't good. I'm gonna tell you that much. 10 of coin. I don't know what's going on right here, Aries. But right here don't look like it's hitting for nothing. And you might know that. You know the issue is right here. It's been here the whole time. You've been looking for external reasons. You've been looking for external excuses, or you just been looking for somewhere to point the blame and put your foot in the shoe that fits you. In whatever realm of reality we talking about. But it's been right here the whole time. 10 of coins in reverse. Your mind, your internal is ground zero. You unbalanced. That's why everything in your external realm is unbalanced. You trying to figure out what you participating in, or you need to find out what you participating in, or what day-to-day habits, mental paths, mental thought patterns you go down, or just third dimensional places that you involve yourself in that bring you in unbalance. You've been holding on to something for a long time, and whatever you've been holding on to is the thing that's been keeping you back, keeping you from developing and growing, developing and growing the way you need to develop and grow. Shit, you might have been throwing rocks and hiding hands at your damn self. These two came out. Now, whether it's someone outside of you, because if it's only the first card, that's the first thing. But if it is you versus someone outside of you, just because these came out, someone outside of you could have expressed a truth that they've been holding back from you for a certain amount of time, for X amount of time. You feel me? So someone came to you and said something they've been keeping from you. They finally expressed it, and that made you come to terms that everything you shared with this person has been a lie in some way, shape, or form. That brought a death to the relationship. It became unbalanced when so-and-so expressed this, or when this happened, when you did this. You've been keeping this part of you tucked away for a while. As soon as you express this half of you that you've never revealed here, wherever here is, it changed the whole dynamic of the relationship, the whole dynamic of the situation. And that only made you come to terms with you're not supposed to be here, because they didn't accept your truth. That's why you were holding it back to begin with. You feel me? Now you may still be invested in whatever that is. You've been in something for a long time. Or you're gonna be in something for a long time. You're gonna be thinking about this for a long. Yeah. If it's you versus someone outside of you, that goes back to this. Someone outside of you could have came to you in a certain type of way and took a leap of faith towards a direction or towards an investment they wanted to share with you, right? They wanted to hold on to you in some way, shape, or form. So they said something, so they did something, so they expressed something. They brought something to the present space y'all share together, and that only changed how you view the dynamic between you and them or that or her or him. You feel me? Now you don't look at the situation the same. In Too Deep is the song that's playing for you, but you've been in it for a while, or you're gonna be in it for a while. You was already so heavily invested in this relationship. You put all your eggs in this basket, so to speak, only to later find out you put your shit in the wrong basket. Ain't that about a motherfucker? Be like that though. Only way you learn what basket to put it in is when you put it in the wrong one. And listen, I'm telling you, Aries, you real emotional right now, and it's not in a good way. If it's you versus someone outside of you is real emotional when it comes to the space they share with you because of the decision they made. That only made you elevate out of this space. They only gave you a broader perspective about what you or who you were dealing with. Now someone may be in regret and remorse. Someone may be real emotional about the fact that you don't see the relationship the same way you used to see the relationship. And that's because motherfuckers was playing. Yeah, somebody was playing you, yo. And then they played themselves by trying to play you again. But this time they did something they shouldn't have did. Now someone's in remorse over the relationship. Just because they can't take from you no more. They only can't take from you no more because of their own actions towards you. They try to, it's like that one time they did something they usually don't do. They did something out of their pattern, or they said something that they usually don't say, or they said something that they weren't supposed to say, trying to get something out of you though. And that made you realize where you were. Now, if it's you versus you hurt emotionally because you came to terms about what you came to realization about what it is you invested in. And you might only have invested in this because it's like you were mourning over something. So when you were in a sense of mourning, you made a decision, and that decision you've been in that shit ever since. Now that you out of that frame of mind, the frame of consciousness you were in when you were mourning, now that you're out and you can observe that version of you, now you looking at what you did like, fuck, you in too deep. And this isn't even what you really wanted. You only did that because you were feeling like this. You feel me? And now look at you. You got the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups coins, both in reverse. You feel me? You know who or what you're dealing with though, so don't let me tell you shit. Can't take it much. Yeah, you're not happy though, I'll tell you that much. Nine of Cups, Ten of Coins, Ace of Cups. If it's you, and let's say you in a relationship and you came to realization about the relationship you in, you showing your partner you're not happy about this. You don't want to be here. Your partner can look at you and tell you're not fucking with the relationship no more. And that's putting them in the space to receive lower emotions about the space they share with you, and they stuck on it. Look, the relationship's over, but they still stuck on it. They still trying to make it work. It ain't gonna amount to shit though. Tell you that much. If this shoe is yours and you know love, they feel you cold towards somebody, Aries, or somebody probably done went cold towards you. If somebody called a judgment in regard, you might be dealing with a Sagittarius or
Aries feminine.
Or Aries. Or Sagittarius, Aries, or Pisces. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. Yeah, big boy, you grew up. And mentally, it's like you outgrew a scenario, a situation or a scenario you are in. and you're still in it. So it's like you've already grown past, you've already matured out of this space, but your vessel is still there, thus not making you happy. Yeah, look, because you dug deeper about something and came to the realization you invested in this when you were confused, when you were in a certain type of frame of mind. That's when you emotionally accepted these type of feelings. Fast forward now that you further developed and you've been put in the space to observe a previous frame of mind you had. Now you look, you want to let something go, but you in too deep. Yeah, that shit came out when you were emotionally lost. When you didn't know how to feel, you made a decision, and that decision changed the direction or the course of your reality, or mental reality, or your third dimensional reality. You made the choice to invest in this friend, and that friend was bleeding, so to speak, and they bled on you. And now it's like they don't want to let you go. Now you may realize, damn, you shouldn't have invested in this friend. But after you too deep in. Look, you too deep in. But you being this deep, you got the 10 of wands upright and the 10 of coins in reverse. You being that deep made you come to realize the truth. Someone wasn't doing shit but taking from you. Taking your time, energy, and or money. That's why you're not happy, because you realize you were just in a state of confusion, or you're not happy and you don't know how to feel about the situation that you don't want to be in, but you're still in. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. Somebody crying over spilled milk, whether it's somebody outside of you crying over spilled milk because of something they did to you that changed how you look at them, or you crying over spilled milk because you invested in a direction that only made you fall mentally or third dimensionally. Now you're not in a good place, and you still in a place that you don't want to be, but that's just because of a decision you made, and you only became aware that this was something you didn't want to be in after you were in it.